We're going to move on to all fours, our hands and our knees. We'll need our blue loop band. We'll set that to the side, our 5-pound weight. And on all fours, we're going to begin with that 5-pound weight and our red loop band on our outer thighs. Again, that's the red loop band on your outer thighs and your 5-pound weight. We'll be doing a pull back just to engage the tricep a little bit more in the posterior delt. I want you to start with the weight in your dominant, tighter arm, pulling that hand to the hip, palm facing the hip. And the opposite leg is going to come into a donkey kick position. So I want you to bend at the knee, creating a right angle with the opposite leg. Point the toes and keep that thigh high. The leg stays up, the arm lowers and lifts. So lower the arm down on your exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift it up. 2, 3, 4. Focus on your pelvis staying square to the floor, your low belly staying firm, soft micro bend in the elbow of your supporting arm and the elbow of the lifted arm. Don't let that leg droop. Keep it up. Use that band to engage the hamstring. Point the toes. Give me 2 more. 2. Hang in there. Puff the upper back up. Use your serratus anterior. Use the traps, the rhomboids. So think about the upper back reaching for the ceiling. Good. All right. Switch sides. Setting up on the second side. Once you're on the second side, just really use those low abs. Think about pulling them in and up. And here we go. Inhale to lift the arm. 2, 3, 4. Exhale to lower it. 2, 3, 4. Imagine hands hovering from the shoulder blades. Puff the shoulder blades up to those hands. Lift that thigh. Make sure it's not drooping. Push it into the band. Engage the central hamstrings. Point the toes. Lift. That's good. Soft bend in the elbow of your supporting arm. Plug the shoulders down. Lift your chin. Give me 1 more good repetition with the chin up. And let's sit back on your heels for a second. Take your dominant arm behind your back, hand behind the back, so overhead, and grab your tricep head. Little stretch for it, subtle, lean to the side, don't go crazy. Leaning the head back into the arm. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2, brace your abs. Exhale 2, don't go deep in lateral flexion, keep it subtle. Inhale 3. Exhale 3, and back to center, switch sides. Let's open up that tricep head. Keeping your pelvis still neutral, abs engaged, side bending, just subtly. Inhale 1, breathe. And exhale 1. You can take the other hand to assist, holding onto the elbow or that flesh of the tricep as you lean over. 1 more breath, inhale. And exhale. Good. So we still have the red loop band on our outer thighs. Bring your blue loop band above your elbows and come into a forearm plank. I want you to feel the abductors of the arms, so you're going to pull out on that band like you're trying to split it in half as your forearms press down into the floor. Step back into that plank, firm your low abdomen in. Feet hip distance apart if you have knee or back issues. They can be together if you have neither of those. Make sure the pelvis is not up in the air, flat as a board. So take that pelvis down a little more. Pull the belly in. Puff the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Lift your chin. Take your gaze a little higher than eye level. Low belly nice and firm. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. We're going to 4. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Push out on that band. Inhale 4, pulling out on it. And exhale, tap the knees to the floor. Set that blue band to the side. Let's grab either a pillow or the anti-burst ball to go, or a yoga block to go under your head in a sideline position. You can keep the band that's on your thighs on, the red one. And also grab your 5-pound weight. So start with your dominant or tighter arm farthest away from the floor so it can be loaded first. You're going to pin the elbow to the side of the body, and you're going to lift the forearm up towards the ceiling to work the external rotator cuff. And we're going to go very slowly. I want to go on an 8 count. So we're going to lower, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, lift. Elbow stays pinned to the side of the body. Watch out for the wrist breaking or the wrist pulling towards the face. You want to keep the forearm parallel to the floor and keep that right angle with the upper arm and the forearm. Keep that going slow, slow, slow. These are great for that external rotator cuff. Watch out for your pelvis rocking back. Keep the hips stacked, low belly firm. Imagine me holding your pelvis, pulling it towards the bottom of the mat, shoulders plugged down, the bottom arm is extended out like Frankenstein in front of you. And give me one more nice, slow, slow, slow repetition, taking your time. And let's slowly make our way up, switching sides. Make sure the head is supported here and that the gaze is soft, the jaw is soft. And you can be in a bit of a fetal position, but watch out for the pelvis rounding. So neutralize it. Remember the length of your obliques, your side abs, and your QL, your low back. Feel like that's lengthening to the bottom of the mat. Create a mouse hole between the side body and the floor. Let's begin when you're ready. Inhale to lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, lower. 2, 3. Very slow. And take it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more at this slow tempo. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Don't rock back. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to make our way into a chair psoas stretch with our weight to do some scaption. We'll need to take the band off the outer thighs. And know that if your chair is a little tall for you, you may need a block under your front foot so it's solidly grounded. If it's a little short, you may need a bolster or block under your pelvis so that it's appropriate. You always want that front leg's thigh, so have the weight in the same arm as your outside leg, same side of the body. So go ahead and bring your dominant leg back first, so dominant tighter leg back first, and find that supported lunge on your chair. One butt cheek on, one off, the back leg stretching out. That arm is going to come into a frontal raise slowly, and then it'll lower slowly. So let's come back to that slow, slow, slow 8 count. Inhale to lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and lower. 2, 3. And if you can't inhale for 8 counts, you can take 2 breaths on the way up, but I want it very slow. Imagine my hands on your shoulder blades, puff the shoulder blades back. You're wearing a backpack of cement. It's pulling you back a little bit. Upper back's engaged. Low belly's firm. Front foot is fully on the floor, outer and inner edge, toes and heel. Back leg is fighting to straighten so that you get a nice stretch in the hip flexor. All right, let's take it to the other side. Finish up the set you're on. Setting up on the other side. Using your breath to support the movement, inhaling to lift the weight, exhaling to lower it. This is another one where, because you're loading, we want to watch out for the neck. Keep the chin lifted, gaze higher than eye level. And let's begin. Inhale to lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Set the weight to the side. Come over to your wall for a stretch for the front of the shoulder. Face your wall, bring your dominant or tighter arm into a high V. So chest on the wall, face it. Dominant arm in a high V. And twist away from that arm. Turn your body away from that arm. You'll be on the inner edge of the thumb and wrist. And breathe. If you have hyperextension in your elbows, just make sure they're micro bent. so you're not pulling on the joints. Breathe here, soft bend in the knees, gaze up higher than eye level. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. Face the wall slowly. Bring that arm off and the other arm up. High V. Rolling onto the inside of the wrist and thumb. Twisting away from the arm. Micro bend in the elbow. Chin up. Soft knees. Firm belly. Inhale 1. Breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale 2. Exhale 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 3. And slowly turning to face the wall. Bringing the arm off the wall. Great job. Grab your foam roller. We're going to roll out our hip flexors. We'll start with our dominant or tighter leg. The other leg will be out to the side. The knee will be bent, kind of like in a butterfly position. So you're rolling one hip flexor at a time, starting up at the thigh, groin area. Arms are down, forearms are down on the floor for stability. So go ahead and begin that. Dominant side first, rolling out the hip flexor, getting into that fascia. And notice what happens with your abs here. Do you push the belly out? Can you keep it in and breathe laterally into the side body and back like an opera singer would? And every time you exhale, can you make sure your abs are in towards the spine and that you tug up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee? So we contract that deepest layer of your core, the transverse abdominis. If you're confused about TVA breathing, make sure and check out our TVA breathing versus belly breathing, level 1 under mind and body. It's a great just tutorial on how to breathe safely if you have any back issues. Couple more breaths here, breathing in. And let's go ahead and switch sides, setting up on the other side, bracing the abs to do so. You can do circular motions. You can walk forward and back. Make sure you're pushing down with the forearms and out like you're trying to split your yoga mat in half, engaging the scapular stabilizers. If the neck is straining, lift the chin a little bit. Make sure your focus of your eyes is not just straight down in front of you, but about a foot forward so that the eyes are lifted and the front of the neck is engaged. Plug the shoulders down. Firm the low belly in towards the spine. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. All right, 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. From here, let's put the blue loop band around our outer thighs and grab either a yoga block or pillow for your head because you're going to use the small anti-burst ball against the wall. So we'll set up in a fetal position. Great job.